Hello and welcome to my BookTube challenge. My name is Savannah, but you can call me Sav, and I am at bookish.lifestyle on Instagram. I feel really weird talking to a camera, but joining BookTube is something that I've been wanting to do for a couple months now. Recently, I've been watching a lot of Books with Chloe and Arina Reed's YouTube videos, and I just kind of wanted to get into it. They do weekly reading vlogs, which I think will keep me a little more accountable on reading during the week. I don't think I read anything at all in August and September, and only in the last week of October did I randomly get this weird burst of energy where I wanted to read, and I read 2 books, which is really good, but that was like 2 books in the last 3 months. So I really want to get back into reading, and I'm hoping that doing weekly reading vlogs will keep me accountable. So this week I am reading The Odds of Lightning. My boyfriend got it for me as a gift 2 years ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. There have just been so many books that I've wanted to read. And I just finished Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray, who's one of my favorite authors. So I wanted to take a little bit of a break and just read a standalone, maybe sort of like lovey book. It's about a group of friends who used to be friends, but through like high school reasons, like joining different clubs and just becoming different people, aren't friends anymore. And they live in New York City, and there's a big storm that's coming, and everyone is calling it Stormpocalypse. And instead of staying at home and studying for the SATs, which is what they have the next day, they all decide, screw it, if the world is going to end, why are we going to study for the SATs? It doesn't matter, we're going to go party. Which is about as far as I've gotten into it, them arriving at the party. I am 55 pages in. I did dog ear, which is not my favorite thing to do, but I left my bookmarks here at home, which I'm actually going to go grab one now before I forget. I also annotate. You can barely see the tabs. I just started. This is something that I used to do, and I ran out of sticky notes and just never continued doing it for some reason. And I recently watched a Books with Chloe video where she annotates, and I really wanted to get back into it. I do not write in my books though. I don't know if I will ever be able to do that. They just feel like too precious to me too. I considered doing it with this one because it's just a standalone and it's not part of a series, and it's not something I'm like super excited to read or like really caring about. I just need it as a break from a series that I just finished. But I still don't know. I use is this little notebook. It just says book thoughts on the front, and I wrote it in chalk marker, and I keep my little tabs in here, so this is what they're for. The pink one is for a quote or a moment that I really loved. Orange is for a realization. So I use the yellow. I'll explain orange in a second. I will like make a comment in yellow, and I'm like, oh, I think that this person is the killer, or I think they're gonna fall in love, or that seems like it's gonna come into play later. So then I'll use the orange when it happens, when we find out who the real killer is, or she becomes queen, or whatever it is that happens. I use green when I get angry or frustrated, and that's either with like the characters, the writing, the storyline, or just with anything in the book. And then blue for anything that I thought was funny and that made me laugh out loud, which I get some weird looks for when I'm out reading in public, but who cares? And then in my book, I have a quote here that says, "Maybe this is why we read, and why in moments of darkness we return to books, to find words for what we already know," by Alberto Manguel. So I have my notes for Rose marked here, and I do the title and then the day that I started. I did finish it, so I need to insert that. And then I will write, like for this, I am not normally a fan of switching perspectives. I feel like once I get into one character's story, it switches to the next, and then I'm not really interested in that one, and I always tend to have one character's perspective that I'm just not as interested in as the other one, and it kind of ruins the book for me at certain parts. But in this book I didn't mind it because they started out intertwined from the beginning. It wasn't like I had one character and another that I had to wait 400 chapters to meet. They met within like the first 2 chapters, which I really liked. And sometimes I'll put the page number and just write down things that I like. So this is for Before the Devil Breaks You. I read this in the car a lot on the way to an Anaheim Ducks game. So most of my notes are in my phone just because it's hard to write. But yeah, this is where I keep all of my notes in. And then I just use a black pen. Yeah, I feel like this has been a really long intro. Today I am home. Now I'm doing laundry because it desperately needed to be done. And I think I'm going to read a little bit more on the couch and just relax. So I will update you guys later on where I'm at. So I'm currently on page 55. I'm hoping to get through a little more, but I also just started rewatching Parks and Recs, which I watch in the background sometimes because it's something that I've already seen, but I might not get as much reading done as I want to because I'm watching that show currently. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello. So I'm currently on the couch. I'm trying to do a really quick clip while my boyfriend is in the shower because I haven't told him that I'm doing YouTube. I'm up to page 124. I did not read as much as I was hoping to because I was doing a ton of laundry and like cleaning the house. But this book is weird. I just reread the inside of the dust jacket, and it just hints a little bit at there being like magic in the city, but now all the characters have like superpowers. Like one of them is invisible, the other one looks like a totally different character, and another one of them has like super strength. So that's interesting. I'm probably done for the night. I might read a little bit later, but my boyfriend and I are watching Role Models, which we didn't know was on Netflix, and it's actually my like hidden guilty pleasure movie. I just think it's so funny and I love Paul Rudd. So I will see you guys tomorrow to update you if I do anything else. Hello, it's Tuesday now. I didn't do any more reading yesterday after I last talked to you guys. I just wasn't really feeling it. The book has a totally different vibe than I was initially anticipating. So I just kind of put it aside for the rest of the night and watched Role Models with my boyfriend before we went to sleep. And today I don't know if I'm going to get too much reading done. I have homework to do, so I'm going to Starbucks to study and work on my lecture. And before that, it is election day here in the US, so I'm going to go turn in my ballot and get my I voted sticker. I don't know if I'm going to bring my book with me or not. Sometimes I feel like when I bring my book with me, I rush through what I need to get done just to read. So we'll see. But I will talk to you guys later. Hello, it's Wednesday now. I meant to update this morning, but I had work kind of early and I didn't get off until 6 o'clock today. So I just really didn't have time. And then my boyfriend and I went to Starbucks afterwards just to get a quick drink and kind of decide what we were going to do for dinner. We ended up just having pizza that we got from the grocery store, and now we're sitting on the couch watching YouTube videos and I'm reading. I'm gonna try to take a sneaky clip of me reading and us watching TV. I did tell him that I was making videos, but I still feel kind of weird about it, so yeah. I am up to page 299 on the book. I think I could probably finish it tonight. It's really good. I had some problems with the whole like superpower thing, but I'm really liking it now. They're not superpowers, but kind of hard to explain. I'll probably do like a review video on this book later on and explain it a little bit more. But I'm just gonna go read now and try to finish this book. Fingers crossed. I will update you guys tomorrow morning. Hello, it's Thursday now, the 8th, and I finished The Odds of Lightning last night. I really liked it. I'm still trying to decide between a 3.5 and a 4. So far I'm at a 4, but it wasn't super great. So I'm not like 100% sure. I really liked a lot of the messages that the book was giving, talking about like how you change in high school and you lose friends and you become someone that you really don't know anymore, and how sometimes some people feel invisible, and how you like steel yourself against pain from other people, especially when you've already experienced it before. So I did like it, and it was good to kind of give me a separation from the series that I just finished to the 2 books that I'm going to be starting next. I'm just not sure if it's a 4, like definitely not a 3, so I'm like obviously a 3.5. And I don't like that Goodreads doesn't let you do a half-star rating, which is frustrating. But I will update you at the end of the week when I officially decide what my rating for this is for. So next I am trying to decide between Fury Born and Warstorm. I have really been wanting to read Warstorm, and I waited a long time to get it. My boyfriend actually bought it for me as a gift, which was really sweet. Actually, he also bought Fury Born for me. Yeah, Warstorm was like a late birthday gift, and then he bought Fury Born because we just went into Barnes & Noble. Get you a guy that buys you books. That's all it takes for me, basically. But I know that if I start Warstorm, it's gonna take me a while because it's the last in the series, and I'm just gonna want to like hold on to it. I don't know how some people are like, I read 5 books this week, and it's like major books and like the ending of a series. I like to take my time and live in the world, especially when I know it's about to end, and just like be with the characters. So I'm actually off next week. I'm starting a new job on the 19th, and this Saturday is my last day at Tilly's, which is where I currently work. But since I know I'm going to want to take my time with Warstorm, I'm thinking that I'm probably going to wait until next week when I have the whole week off and I can like spend a couple hours every day just like slowly reading through it. Yeah, so I guess I've just decided now I'm going to start Fury Born. I'm really excited about this series. I had just kind of like read the Dust Jacket while we were in Barnes & Noble, and it just, even like the first part, it says 2 young women centuries apart hold the power to either save the world or doom it. And I was reading like the inner cover, and I just really liked it, so it was like an impulse pickup for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna go clean my kitchen now and my living room and sort some laundry. That's the bad thing about living by yourself. You have to do all of these things on your own. My mom does not clean the kitchen anymore. My boyfriend does help, but not as much as he should, and he's gonna be mad that I said this in the video. I'm gonna go clean and then read. I will update you guys later. Bye. Good morning. It's 10 o'clock on Friday. I just woke up about an hour ago. I'm off today, so I don't really have any plans to like get dressed anytime soon. I didn't do as much reading yesterday. I was hoping. I did get like 20 pages in. I did get about 25 pages in. I meant to read a bunch yesterday, and I ended up falling asleep on the couch. And then, because I take the bus to work and daylight savings just happened, I had to leave super early so that I wasn't walking in the dark. And I had intended to read at Barnes & Noble, which just didn't work out as well. I think I only got like 25 minutes to read. But I'm off today, and I don't have any plans to get dressed anytime soon. I do have to go into work to pick up my last paycheck, and we are also currently having our big employee discount for fall, so I get 40% off of up to $300. I'm not going to spend that much money. I never do. But we have some really nice blouses that I want to get for this new job that I have coming up, because it's like business casual, and a couple cardigans and stuff. I just figured might as well use the discount while I have it, and then Saturday is my last shift there. I don't have a whole week off to read and do homework and just relax, which is super nice. So I'm gonna sit on my couch and spend a couple hours reading, and I will update you guys later to see how far I got through. Hey guys, it's Saturday. I only read up to about page 150 yesterday of Furyborn, and I just got off of work. I'm so tired. But my boyfriend and I are gonna go to TGI Fridays to get something to eat for dinner and then come home and relax. And I'm off tomorrow, but I have homework to do. So hopefully I can read. I really want to try and finish this book so that I've read 2 this week. But I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. We'll see. So yeah, I will update you guys later tonight if I manage to read anything else. I'm so tired. I worked 8 hours today, and it was my last shift, so it just felt so long. And I wore my new shoes, so my feet hurt. But I'm excited to go eat nachos and hot wings and just good appetizers. So yeah, I will update you guys later. I'm gonna try and read, but I'm really tired. Hey guys, and welcome to the last day of the vlog. I really enjoyed this. I think it was a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll continue doing it. I want to, but I feel like YouTube is hard to get into, and I've got a big job coming up that is going to kind of limit my reading time, which is unfortunate, but also really important for my boyfriend and I, because we could really use the money, so that I can get a car and we can get a new apartment, and this job might actually open up more opportunity for me to read and do BookTube, because at the job that I just finished, I didn't have any leftover money every single paycheck to buy new books, but now I will have not all the money in the world, but I will have the opportunity to do the thing that I love, which is reading and buying books and being a part of the Bookstagram community, and maybe now the BookTube community. So I didn't finish Furyborn. I'm not even halfway through. I had such a long shift at work yesterday, and we came home because I left my phone at home, so I just quickly picked that up, and then we went to dinner to celebrate my last day in retail, hopefully forever. And when we came home, I was just exhausted. We watched comedians getting coffee in cars, or comedians in cars getting coffee. I mix that up every single time. And fell asleep on the couch, and then we came to bed at like 10:30, 11 o'clock because we're old now. And we were both just really tired. And my boyfriend works on Sundays, so he had to be up at like 5:30 this morning, which normally wakes me up, so I'm also feeling still pretty tired today. But I am dressed in my new cardigan that I got from Tilly's, which is where I used to work with my 40% discount. It was the thing that I was most excited about getting. I love chunky, comfortable cardigans, and this one is so soft, and I love this color. So yeah, I'm wearing it today. I have to go study at Starbucks. All of my assignments are due today. I just have to finish my nutrition lecture and read 2 chapters for my religious studies class and take a quiz on them, and then that's it. So I'm hoping to be done by around 2 o'clock. It's almost 11 o'clock here, so by the time I get there and get set up, which kind of does take me a while, and it also depends on how many people are already there, I'm hoping to be done by 2, and then I can spend the next 4 hours there reading, which I haven't gotten to do in a really long time. That is one of the reasons that I started going to study at Starbucks. Wasn't even really studying. I just liked to go and sit in the cushy chairs and get a drink and read. And over the next couple of months that I am doing this, or years, or however many weeks or whatever it ends up being, you will see that I go to Starbucks a lot. I can't study at home. I'm terrible at it. I'm like, oh, let's try studying in bed, or I wonder what's on TV. Oh, I should clean the kitchen first. And I just don't get anything done. So I go study at Starbucks. And I normally make a whole day of it. I'm there for 6 or 7 hours, which I really don't mind. The girls that are there are so nice, and some of them have become really good friends of mine. And even some of the like the customers that go are really, really nice. So yeah, I'm going to read a little. I'm gonna go study, and then hopefully I will have some time to read. I might try to film a little sneaky clip of me reading in Starbucks. I have taken a couple pictures there, and I feel comfortable in front of those other girls, so I might do that. I'm gonna go study now. I have been putting it off, and I kind of don't want to, but it needs to be done, so.